Hi, and welcome back to Chef Hacker Kitchen. Today we're going to make green split pea soup. Now normally that soup would be made with a ham stock, but we hacked it. We're going to make it with corned beef broth instead, thereby making it kosher friendly. If you'd like to learn more about how that all came together and how that happened, then go to the website chefhackerkitchen.com, put pea soup in the search box down at the bottom, and you'll be able to read about how a New Jersey Jewish deli, a talkative waiter, and my own curiosity all came together to make this recipe possible. Okay, let's get started. All right, for our ingredients, we have about 4 ounces of diced potato. Of course, we have a pound of dried green split peas. We have about 4 ounces each of celery, carrot, and onion, also known as mirepoix. We have 1 large bay leaf. We have, 2-3 tablespoons of oil. We have about half an ounce of chopped garlic, and salt and pepper, just to taste, I guess. And then of course we have to have our corned beef stock. Again, you could use ham stock, but we're using corned beef. The recipe calls for 4 to 8 cups. We have 6 cups here, so we'll add 2 cups to get to the total 8 cups of liquid that this recipe calls for. Okay, we also have optional ingredients. Since we're using corned beef stock and not ham stock, there won't be that smokiness that people typically associate with a green split pea soup. So we're going to go ahead and make an optional ingredient, a few drops of this liquid smoke. Again, completely optional, tastes just as good without it, but I do like that smoky taste. And then I love croutons in my pea soup. So at the end, before we serve it, we're going to go ahead and drop in a few of these croutons. Adds a nice crunchiness to the soup. And by the way, there's also a video if you'd like to make your own croutons. Check it out. And also to make the corned beef, there's a video for that as well. Okay, let's get cooking. All right, so we are going to saute our vegetables in the oil. All right, so the onions are about translucent, so we're about ready to go. I like to put a little bit of salt and pepper in with the vegetables. I think if you season your food as you go, it tends to incorporate the flavors much better than if you only do it at the end. So, all right, that looks pretty good. So we're ready to go ahead and add our green split peas. Now I sorted these to make sure there were no stones. It's kind of a tedious task, but you don't want somebody to bite into a stone and break a tooth, so important to do. I stir them around a little bit. Going to add my bay leaf and my stock. Now I was looking for 8 cups. I only had about 6, so I'm going to add an additional 2 cups of water, and that should bring me up. Now I do like to use liquid smoke, so I'm going to put a couple of drops of liquid smoke in there. Turn the flame up, bring this to a boil, and I'm going to let it simmer. And it doesn't take as long as you might think. It only takes about 30 minutes of simmering. So let's go ahead and get this going to a boil. Then I'll turn it down. And before you know it, we'll be eating our soup. All right, soup has come to a boil. I'm going to stir it. Going to turn that down. And I am also going to skim off some of these impurities and fats. You get this both from stock and also from fat. And I noticed that split peas often have a lot of these. I mean, it wouldn't hurt you if you ate it, but I just prefer to get it off. Now, as it cooks for the next 30 minutes simmering, I will probably do this periodically just to keep all that off of the soup. All right, so there we go. So now I'll leave this on low. Sort of put the cover on about 85–90% of the way. Set my timer for 30 minutes. And away we go. All right. All right. We have been simmering for 30 minutes. So it's time to add the potatoes. And oh yeah, you can see the split peas are already started to soften and melt, and the broth is getting thick. So we're going to go ahead and let that cook. Bring it back to a boil and let it cook for another 10 minutes, and then we'll taste it for salt and pepper, and that will be ready. All right. Okay. So it's been 10 minutes. And the soup should be done, the potatoes should be cooked, and we're about ready to go here. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, it looks perfect. I'm going to go ahead and have taste for salt and pepper. Yeah, okay, perfect. So we're done. Let's plate this out, get going. Okay, so let's dish out the pea soup. Oh, this looks wonderful. And then I like to serve it, as I said, with just a few croutons on top. And there you have it, corned beef pea soup. Corned beef pea soup, a kosher-friendly version of a great ham stock soup without one little piece of ham. All right, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button down below. And if you like this video, why not subscribe so you'll know every time we make a new one? Please do, okay? See you next time in Chef Hacker's Kitchen.